Yo, 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 just setting a couple of things up, getting the stream started. How's everybody doing? Maybe I don't consider Newcastle to be a... Oh, it says preseason? Oh my god. I can't believe I've done that. I mean, I've changed it now. It should be fine. I knew I was gonna make some mistake. I was like, oh, I've got this perfect, and then suddenly... Okay. Premier League watch along. Okay, there we go. So that should now be fine. Gonna pull up all the other things. I'm just configuring like my scoreboard and stuff. Did anyone watch that City game? Insane comeback from Maresca's side. It was all Cherokee. I mean, look, he has one really high value action that he can do, and it just happens to be one of the best high value actions that you can have. You know? I mean, look, you can't really start Cherokee in a lot of games, right? Because he's just not really good enough to start in a lot of games. But for, specific game states, he's pretty good. You could even call him like he's very similar to Harvey Elliott in that way. He's just even better at it than Harvey was. But like realistically, he's not athletic enough to be a starter for like a major team, right? So you have to take that with what you will. Reset. Okay, put this on Twitter. ESPN, Liverpool, Newcastle. Yeah, it just generates game-breaking moments, exactly. I think Liverpool are going to win. I think we're going to win. I don't see a reason as to why we're going to lose. If you look at this Newcastle team, it's not great, right? You have like, I really rate Schaunster. I think he's a pretty good player, but I mean, this is going to be too difficult of a game, no? I mean, for somebody like him, I know he's good, but he's not that good, is he? Like, I mean, he barely even played for Ajax, I think. I mean, I don't watch a lot of the Eredivisie, so I don't know, but I mean, come on. And defensively, they're all right, Newcastle. Their attack's all right. Their midfield's also all right. But we're probably better on paper, no? My goat Van Dyke gets the winner today. I think it's going to be far easier than that. I think we're going to win by at least 2 or 3. Okay, so let's see if I can get this scoreboard to load. There we go. So everything is now fully set up. We can look at this squad really quick. So they have Will Asula and Vissa. Yasso likes to play a 4-4-2, so I imagine that's what we're going to see today. Everything else is pretty obvious. I think for us, we kind of know what we're going to see today as well. In fact, I can probably just bring up what our team looks like too. So something like this, right? Jeremy Frimpong. I kind of put people in the actual functional position they're going to have, like Cody Gakpo as an inside forward, Isak as a striker, Wirtz in between them, hopefully, and not like what we saw before when it was like this. Hope it's like that. I think, easy lanes from Virgil to pass into the wingers, Jacke into the winger, staggered midfield like this. Hopefully it's Dom on the right-hand side. When he's on the left, I just don't like when Florian Wirtz is on the right with Isak to the left again, like I say. He should be in between both of these players. Gravenberch will be interesting. I think he's going to be the deepest player, but we know that Iraola likes to split the center backs and have either midfielder dip in, so we're going to see that. They have a 4-4-2 on this side. Vissa's probably going to be more of the build-up striker. Asula more in behind, so he'll be dealing with Van Dijk. We're going to have probably Elanga on the right, Barnes on the left, Stur and Miley in midfield. Neither are really sixes. Both are 6-8 hybrids, so that'll be interesting. Defense is good, though. I do think that Lewis Hall might struggle against Rio. That'll be the most interesting battle of the game. I'm also curious to see how Hordacek actually looks. So, I think for the most part that makes sense, right? Also, like, the stream is fine, right? The stability of the stream and everything is good. I'm just making sure that there's nothing going wrong. Because as long as that's fine, we're good. Let me also pin this tweet. You're so scared? There's literally no reason to be. There's like, we're gonna be fine in this game. Newcastle also have like a completely threadbare squad, right? Like we do, except I think we just have better players overall. Like we should be fine in this game. I don't think there's any reason to worry. Thoughts on Brighton Villa? Look, I think Villa obviously don't have their best team, right? It was pretty evident from the game that they don't have their best team. Like, I thought João Gomez was poor, but look, this isn't a good enough team yet, right? Hemmings is starting. That backline wasn't great either. Look, I think once Manzambi is back, when Suzuki is starting, these types of players, if they do end up getting, who are they linked with? Joel Ordonez through the door, I think they'll be far better. But right now, yeah, they're still going through a little bit of a transition. Was really impressed with Jack Hinshelwood, obviously. Very, very good player. Honestly, Hinshelwood could fix a lot of our issues if we were to sign him, but I think he's Brighton born and bred, so I don't really think we could get him, but I was really impressed with him, for sure. I think Fabian Hersler is doing really well. It'll be interesting to see how he handles European football, though, because this harmed Crystal Palace a lot, too, obviously. How do you watch Liverpool from the US? So for me, I have USA Network right now to watch Liverpool live, which is allowing me to watch on my computer. Eventually, I'm probably going to need to buy Peacock or something if I want to actually watch this stream and have it like pretty stable the entire time. Because normally I used to watch like illegal streams or whatever, so I probably won't be able to do that in the same way. But then again, I have other ways as well. We can't be worse than Spurs and United. I think we are still going to be worse than Spurs this season. I think my first prediction was a bit unserious, right? Like, I even said in the video that I don't know if I believed it myself. I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun. Maybe Brentford could win the league, though, low-key. But the thing is, I still think that we have a worse team than them in terms of our starting 11, and they have to compete on less fronts than we do. I was kind of surprised at how bad Sandro Tonali was, though. I did expect him to be better. You don't even get this nervous on exam days? I'm not nervous at all, to be honest. Look, I think there's a world that we draw this game. I don't think there's a world we lose this game. I think it's more likely than not that we win this game. Thank you, Vic, yes, for subscribing to the channel. Tonali is just Italian Gallagher? Nah. I mean, he can play the 6 or the 8. I think Tonali's probably better as an 8 than a 6. He's just a bit too antsy when he's in that 6 position. Like, he just wants to get up and go. He wants to crash the box. I think Fernandez starting later on is going to help him a lot if Fernandez can kind of sit deeper and allow Sandro Tonali to just box crash. What a lovely Keegan tifo. Yeah. I mean, King Kev, he deserves to get honored. Tragic that he died. I mean, I would love it if we beat them. I love Kevin Keegan. Obviously, Newcastle fans love Kevin Keegan. He really facilitated a lot of our golden era. Kevin Keegan, legendary manager. Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible that this is the first game of the season, too. Just to, like, really honor him. That we have, you know, the two teams that probably appreciate him the most, besides maybe HSV. Does Frimpong Rio work? I think he's going to use Frimpong in the restricted role again, where he's, like, shielding the defense a bit to win the second ball, but also holding rank while Rio goes wide, sometimes underlapping. I think that's the plan from Indoni Iraola, so I think it will work in this game. Not going to work, like, beautifully well. Like, I'm not expecting this to be, like, you know, Messi and Dani Alves or something, but it's going to be decent. It'll be workable. Marmoush to Spurs, here we go. Let's see. I can't believe Mohamed Ali Cho is going to Hull, by the way. £50 million isn't bad. With an initial loan to buy, that's a great deal for Spurs. That's an incredible deal. It's pretty fair value, too. $50 million for Omar Marmoush. With initial loan. It's pretty good, actually. I think the Mohamed Ali Cho news is crazy, though. I mean, if he's going to Hull, I think that's a coup for them. He's very good. Of course, he's not like a consistent goal scorer or anything, but he's always felt to me like a Prem quality footballer. It's like him, Evan Gessan, these types of players. I think even Ableen, they're all like Prem quality. Gessan went to Villa last season, now on loan at Palace. Ableen obviously moved to Monaco from Nantes, but I think he'll be in the Prem eventually. And Mohamed Ali Cho, I mean, he's been linked with Prem teams forever. He was linked with Bournemouth. He's now being linked with Hull. I think it's a really good signing. Yeah, Mohamed Ali Cho is a baller. Baller. Absolute baller. He's incredible. I mean, I love watching him play football. So I think it's a good signing. I mean, and for a team like Hull, yeah, it's definitely a coup. I mean, Spurs basically have to overpay now. The fact that they're getting Marmoush without overpaying is, like, shocking, to be honest. I thought they were going to have to pay, like, 70 million. And on a loan, too, which means it's not going to affect their SCR for this season. Really useful. Really, really good. Once they get Gakpo, too, I mean, I think they'll be a serious team, for sure. How is Sean Sturr? I really like Sean Sturr. I mean, that's like the most that I can say. I can't say that I haven't watched my 5-game threshold of him to really suggest him. I've watched a couple of his games at Ajax. He vaguely reminds me of Bruno G, but he's a bit quicker than Bruno G, far less physical, not as intelligent positionally, but similar type of player, so I understand why they went for him. I do think that he has the potential to be a starter for the Netherlands long term. I do think that's probably going to happen. He'd complement Ryan Gravenberch pretty well in that setup too, especially if they're sticking with a 4-3-3. He could be that 6 or he could be an 8. So I do like him. I think eventually if the Dutch have Sean Sturr, Keith Smith, Ryan Gravenberch as their midfield 3, they would look really, really good. You think Hull will get Conference League? Absolutely no shot. I think they might stay up now, but even then I still see it as difficult because I don't know who isn't going to stay up if that happens. Because I still think Palace are going down. I mean, they were pretty woeful against Everton. I know Wharton was good, but even then, I mean, it's not enough. It's really not enough. Defensively, they're just not it for me. I think especially if they lose Munoz, they're screwed. Nathan de Cat is Dutch? I thought he was Belgian. He's Belgian, Nathan de Cat. Also, I don't rate him as highly as most. I think he's good, but I don't think it's like a game changer to have Nathan de Cat. We're about to get underway here. So let me just prepare to start this timer. Okay, underway. Come on, let me get the ESPN thing up. There we go. Yeah, Semi. He played for West Brom, didn't he? Semi Ajayi. He used to play for West Brom. Because I think he scored against us too. I remember the 1-1. Immediately a set piece. We claim the ball. Okay, let's see what we do from here. Willisula's the number 10 for Newcastle. Interesting. Didn't know that. I'm so shocked that they ended up keeping Willisula. I mean, that whole saga that he was going to go to Eintracht Frankfurt, then didn't, then was going to go to Eintracht Frankfurt again, but just played himself into contention because Voltemade is more of like a 9.5. And then, you know, Vissa has not been good enough. Florian Wirtz on the ball here. Gakpo. So immediately we're seeing Wirtz in between the striker and the left. Okay, Florian Wirtz. Oh, no cigar. I don't think we're going to concede to a set piece this game. Hopefully. I mean, I just don't know who they're going to have who can score a set piece. Dan Burns not here. Don't really think Malik Tiao and Botman really do that. No Bruno G, obviously, because he's at Arsenal now. Maybe Willisula. I think for the most part we'll be fine for set pieces today. There we go. Remember to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. I do really rate Matthias Yassel, though. I do think he's a very good coach. We're not pressing that aggressively right now. Interesting. Feeling the game a bit. Going long. Good by Jack A. Ball over the top. Wirtz. Right to Isak. Oh, not good enough. Jack A on the ball here. Yep, Gravenberch is definitely the deepest midfielder consistently. Dom's occupying a much higher position. Grav carrying here. Oh, that was not a good pass. He was through there. Honestly, Ryan should have shot. Asula in behind. Passes it to Alanga, who's through on goal. And it's a goal. We're down 1-0. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Not good enough. Just not good enough. Nothing else to say, really. I mean, like, we're just letting him go through on goal. Ryan should have shot or passed here. It's just a bad pass out. Ball gets intercepted. Kirka just isn't as fast as Alanga here. It's that simple. Incredible by Will Asula. It's a great pass. Perfectly weighted into space. Goal. I mean, we have to do better there. Just simply have to do better there. Yeah, Alanga's just far faster than Milos Kirka is. Irola out? No, I mean, it is what it is. Never call for the manager out after like one game of football. Okay. For the most part, I like what our center backs are doing. I like what Florian Wirtz is doing. Now I'm getting lag on the actual thing. My clock. Okay, let's pause the clock for a second because that's not where I'm at. There we go. Does Kirkes have lead boots? I just don't think he's as fast as Alanga is. I mean, Alanga is one of the fastest players in the Prem, and Kirkes obviously isn't that, so... Jack Aina Gravenberch here. Pretty slow in terms of build-up here. We have to do a little bit better. Okay. Wirtz. Frimpong. Isak. Doesn't get there. No one gets there. Oh, come on. That was a good ball by Frimpong. Wirtz is in this right-hand side again. I don't like it. Don't like it. That's a foul. Okay, we win a free kick. How's our midfield? Not great. It's okay. The only real issue with that play where we conceded the goal is that Ryan Gravenberch passed into nobody. He carried into a really good position and then just bad execution. Can we get an equalizer soon so I can sleep? No, that's not gonna happen. Dom over this free kick. Crossed in. Over by Van Dijk. Corner? Corner. Who headed that for that to be a corner? Malik Chow? I can't tell. Miley? I don't really know who headed that away. Okay, Dom over another set piece. Corner. Let's score a set piece. Quick little set piece. Inside. Nope. Wirtz, Kirkes, Dom. He's chipping it in again. Oh, Gakpo. Oh, no. Nope, nope, nope. Why is Gakpo playing if he's on his way to Spurs? Because the deal's probably further away than we think it is. Spurs probably haven't even bid recently. I think they will once Marmoush and Savinho are fully completed. Like, this is probably Gakpo's last game in a Liverpool shirt unless we decide not to sell him. Like, we can't get Barcola or something. Because we also need the Barcola deal to be done to finish the Gakpo deal. Vissa tries to go in behind here. Oh my god, he's not gonna... Is he gonna get there? What the... This battle between Kirkes and Alanga, man. Okay, Kirkes hit his head or something? Yeah, okay, Kirkes is fine. He's gotten up. Only 10 minutes in, so we're fine so far. I don't think Newcastle have been the better team. I don't really think we have either. It's been pretty even for the most part. We're trying to attack here, but difficult. Kirkes, Wirtz, bad. Fouled Vissa there. Balde's on his way out of Barca. I mean, he would be a really good fit for this team. It's just whether or not he's going to stay fit. Because if Balde can't stay fit, there's no point in signing him. Because he already struggled for fitness in La Liga, right? Rio defending Lewis Hall here. Through. Harvey Barnes. Can't get it through. Okay. They're going direct. Should be easy for Van Dijk. Alice had to come off his line there. Not great. Classic Alice and Van Dijk communication issue. Would be perfect if Barcola Minte gets done in January and we sell Gakpo in January with Ekitike approaching fitness. I mean, yeah, I completely agree. It would be perfect if we could do that. But I also think that if we are going to sign Barcola and Minte, we're probably going to have to sell Gakpo right away. He's not going to want to compete with minutes with Barcola. And that's also a pretty stacked winger room if you keep all of those players. Also don't know if Gakpo really sees himself as a backup 9. Probably wants to go to Spurs to keep playing left wing anyway. Be the main man for a team. Thoughts on United losing to Hull? I mean, I underestimated Hull, I guess, a bit, but they were also bad, Man United. The midfield balance was all over the place. Good pass by Florian Wirtz. Nope, just overhit. Gravenberch should have shot on that pass, man. Just straight into a counterattack. He had to shoot there, had to pass straight away. Just made it too easy. Look, we're back to some level of Klopp football. We are going to get killed in wide areas. We need to mitigate the potential harm there. Do you prefer Minte or Mbai? Minte. I think Yankuba Minte has a higher ceiling. I think Mbai is ultimately a homegrown, versatile forward long term. Minte could immediately provide help on the left now, but also could be developed into an elite right-sided inside forward. Frimpong underlapping here. Bad pass. Intercepted by Lewis Hall. Hall trying to find Alanga. Not going to get there. Would not have slots for non-homegrown players if Gakpo stays. That's true, but if we sell certain players, it'd probably be fine. I think Chiesa's going to go. Endo could go. These types of players. So I have to look at what our squad registration looks like again in order to make that determination, you know? Yeah, very calm game, to be honest. I'd expect far more aggression. Florian Wirtz, nah, he's losing the ball here. He can't get it. Oh, overpassed again. They keep trying to find Alanga in behind. They're going to exploit the shit out of Milos Kerkez. Why are we playing long balls? Because it's part of Iraiola's thing. Sometimes you have to do direct attacks. Wirtz, Gakpo. Gakpo's going to lose the ball. Fouled him. God. I like the look of Dadic too. Seems like a very decent footballer for the Prem. Good physical profile for the league. Gakpo has to go, blood. I mean, not fully his fault. Flo gave him the ball. He was supposed to back pass it. He thought he could progress the ball forward and found himself in a lot of traffic. It's a mistake that any player could really make. We need a proper DM like Sangare. Yeah, I mean, I would have signed Sangare. Okay, pass out to Rio. Oh my god, where is he going? Okay, finds Frimpong. I mean, Wirtz is just going wherever he wants now. We have Isak on the right. We have Gakpo central. Wirtz on the left. Oh my god. We're currently at the limit for non-homegrown. Yeah, but then if Ramsey gets sold, Chiesa, Endo, that's 3 more spots, no? So we can get a couple more. Jacke on the ball. Jeremy Jacke finds Rio. Rio on the byline. Standing, cross up. Nope. Isak's got it. Okay. Kerkez. Cross. Too flat. Wirtz. Oh! Good save, Hornacek. Good from Wirtz just to shoot immediately. Not a lot of space to get a shot off, but he did. Oof. Do you watch Coyote's performance yesterday? Yeah, he's incredible. I think if they get Diouf, honestly, Bournemouth could be a top 5 contender. Dom cross. No one gets it. Kerkez. Not great. Shouldn't have tried to shoot there. Frimpong proved his worth more than Kerkez. It's fully dependent on if Jeremy Frimpong can stay fit. If he can stay fit, then he'll be alright. We'll be alright this season. If he can't, well, between Scott and Gray, who do you think is the higher ceiling? Archie Gray. I think Archie Gray is the ceiling to be one of the best DMs in the world, or one of the best right backs. I don't think Scott has that potential, but I think Scott is far better than Gray right now. Because realistically, how much better is Alex Scott going to get from where he is now? He's just going to develop more positional discipline, more calmness, more intelligence, better reading of the game. It's not like he's going to improve vastly technically at this point. Just with that type of player, I just don't see it, you know? He'll just be able to play even more roles, Alex Scott, as time progresses. Wirtz is now shooting first instead of looking for a pass. Yeah, he's probably being told to be even more direct. Needs to wait less and just go with his first thought. It's the Prem, you know? You can't just linger for that long. The Bundesliga gives you far more time. Good interception, Ryan. Ah, bad pass, Isak. I don't know why we're not pressing that aggressively. Kirkes. Dom and Kirkes run into each other, and it's a foul. What the hell is going on? Scott right back? No, Alex Scott couldn't play right back in the Prem. Against some wingers, but would you really want to see Alex Scott defending Semenyo at right back? I don't really know if that's a good idea. Scott's not physical enough to deal with some wingers. Allison's kicking has seriously deteriorated. It's deteriorated because of his hamstring. Most of the time when he kicks it long now, he has to fall on his ass because of his hamstring. He has to rotate his whole body to get the force. It doesn't just come from his leg. Yeah, I mean, Jeremy Jackie's been one of the best players on the pitch. You could argue that he's been the best defender so far, mainly because Van Dijk has already miscommunicated once with Alisson. Jackie's made no mistakes. I'd say Wirtz has been one of our better players so far. I'd say Jackie's been one of our better players so far. Rio, Frimpong. That's probably it right now. Alisson, I guess. I mean, he hasn't really had to do anything. Dom looks so bad. I mean, he doesn't look great. I wouldn't say he looks bad. I just don't know what he's doing. I don't really know what the team's doing at all. I don't know why we're being so calm, not really reacting, being very lethargic. Okay, Gakpo finds the overlap to Kirkes. Oh, saved and cleared. Dom on the ball here. Come on, just going behind, man. Decent. He finds Rio on the outside. Oh, almost by Rio there. Tried to turn. Ah, not good enough by Jackie there. Not good enough of a clear. We kind of underrate how good Van Dijk is at heading the ball away from danger. Such a hard thing to do. Yeah, we're not pressing aggressively at all. Clearly, there's some game plan here. Because no one is pressing aggressively. Soft pressing. Maybe this is a matter of coaching tendencies out of players. Good defending by Milos Kerkez. Veer should have been more positionally aware on the goal, at least if he wants to be called a midfielder. Yeah, but he's not. He's effectively playing as a second striker. Maybe as like an orthodox number 10. I'd say more as like a second striker. Being given the freedom to drift wide when he wants to attack space too. He's not really a midfielder. He's only coming in for build-up when he absolutely has to. Like when the space is obvious. And there's no other midfielder who can receive the ball. Even the way he's positioning himself right now in this corner, he's positioning himself for a counterattack. He's not positioning himself to defend it. Gakpo. Barnes. Oh. What the hell? Not a great pass by Dom there. Immediately cut out. We're so incredibly lethargic. We're not even pressing. Isak's got the ball here. Fouled? No? Okay. Do you think Spurs are still a top 5 contender? Yeah. I do. I think if once he starts Fernandez and Tonali, they'll be far better. In behind. Great defending Alisson. Stopping Willis Hula from scoring a goal. Oh my god. Yeah, I actually respectfully I need Neoni on. I'm we have honestly 2 holes in midfield right now. Both Dom and Grav not great. Legitimately, McConnell and Trey gotta come on, man. Christ. Yeah, can Hughes watch this and realize that we need to sign midfielders who actually know how to play in midfield? Isak, Dom, fouled. Okay, foul and Dom free kick range. Vista tracking all the way back is crazy. I mean, yeah, this is Dom free kick range. The ref is Stuart Atwell, of course it is. Vista's so underrated. Out of possession, he's underrated. I think he's always been pretty overrated in possession, though. I think people went too far as to like how good of a goal scorer he was because of that Brentford season. He is good at counterattacking. He's got decent finishing, but he's not a natural finisher. You know, it's not easy for him. I've always felt that every time Vis is playing football, like he has to use his brain to do things. It's not automatic. Free kick in, hits the wall. He's probably going to find Rio here. Nope, Dom's overplaying. He's going to lose the ball probably. He does. Oh my god. Oh, Willisula in behind. Come on. Frimpong on Willisula. Alenga. A little bit too far wide for Barnes. Defended. I think that's our throw. God. Maybe this is a fitness issue. Like, players just aren't up to it yet, and it's going to take more time, but I don't know. Gakpo, nope. Yeah, I think Flo's been pretty good. I can't really think of a serious mistake that he's made in this game. And for the most part, all of his play has been pretty good. Gakpo, Hall, Frimpong. Frimpong still got it. Nope, pushed off. Dom's got the ball again. Frimpong. I kind of like this Frimpong underlapping run, I'm not going to lie. Vaguely reminds me of what Arne was initially trying to do when they had Frimpong and Salah. Dom passed to Gakpo there. Gakpo byline. Oh, little overplayed. Alenga in behind, easily cut out by Van Dijk. Newcastle locked in. I mean, yeah, this is like a cup final for them. Rio. Oh. Foul by Rio. Yeah, I mean, Frimpong's first touch isn't great at all. Why do you think he doesn't actually play as a winger? We need to bring Gakpo more inside here. Jake. Carrying. Good pass into Milos Kerkez. Kerkez shoots. No. So the issue is that Lewis Hall is left-footed and Rio's right-footed. So even though it is easier, like I've said before, for you to dribble on the outside, there is a chance with certain positional defenders that because your left foot is matching on their right foot, it's easier for you to defend them. It's not true for all left backs, but I guess it's really working out for Lewis Hall because he's more of a positional defender. But Rio's just going to have to problem solve this a little bit. He's got to get him to commit and then run past him. I think we would be far better if Dom was occupying the positions that Frimpong's going in the underlap, and then we had a build-up oriented right back who was either inverting into midfield or tucking into the three. That'd be far better for us from a stability perspective. Yellow card to Frimpong for what? Surely not. I mean, it's a foul, but surely not a yellow. It's not that bad. That's never a yellow card. They have a free kick here. Let's see what they do. Typical St. James Park ref. I mean, yeah. Look, if we had Darwin Núñez right now, we could easily score 2 goals. Where's my GOAT? Will Asula taking the free kick. Into the wall. He's shooting again. Oh my god, we give them a corner. Maybe the pace will be faster in the second half. I don't know. Maybe Iraola's trying something. We're not really pressing aggressively at any point. Yeah, respectfully, Trey has got to start starting games. I thought it'd be pretty bad to start him in this game because, you know, he is like a young kid. He's not physically there yet, but honestly, we need him. We're at the point now where we probably just need him for build-up. Oh, Floating Beards nabs the ball from Lewis Hall. He still's got the ball. Wow, wow, wow. Bad first touch by Isak, but he somehow still has it. Ball into nobody. Frimpong. Oh, bad pass. This is so bad. Why does no one in our team understand how to move in transition? Can we score in their corners like the good old times? No. We can't bring Gakpo in because Alanga is pinning Kirkez. Yeah, I understand that. I understand why it's happening. Corner? Nope, goal kick. Why is her team so dumb all of a sudden? They're not dumb. They just seem to have no... They're not really up to the pace of play at all. Foul. Yellow card. This ref's giving yellow cards for every single foul. There's going to be so many cards in this game. That's not even a yellow card. What is he talking about? It's a foul, obviously. He steps on Ryan's foot. But what are we talking about? He's making a horizontal carry, and he accidentally steps on a foot while going for a ball. That's never a yellow. Delivery in from Dom. Nope. Cleared again. Kirkes again. And throwing for Newcastle. Like I said before, we need a midfielder. We need a defender, like a right back. We need a defensive midfielder. Far more than we need an attacker. I mean, I can't even really judge the attack if they're getting the ball once the block is already settled all the time. It's so difficult. Yeah, I mean, I think Wirtz has been good so far. I'm at least happy with that. Isak, I mean, he's kind of moving around like this is a Legends game, which isn't great. Ah, not a great cross by Rio. I don't really know what the plan is right now from Iriola. I don't really know what we're trying to do. Good by Van Dijk there. Bychech is close to Celta Vigo. Makes sense. It's where he started, I think. It's where we got him from, Stefan. I wouldn't mind if he went back to Celta. I think it'd be good for his career to get some serious minutes. Even on a permanent deal, just re-find himself, carve out a bit of a career for himself in La Liga. He just barely played football in so long. In behind, nothing. Our teammate pump faked Iriola by pressing in preseason and just decided not to? Yeah, I don't understand. It surely has to be a tactical decision from Iriola, right? Unless the players are that tired. Oh, nice carry by Ryan. Ah, not a great pass, but flows on it. Florian Wirtz. Oh, not good enough to get to Dom there. Dom, Isak, Frimpong. Rio again, isolated 1v1 against Lewis Hall. Frimpong. Bad cross. Corner. I thought Stefan would have been our Gabby at this point. Yeah, but I mean, if you don't play football for that long, you're not really going to go anywhere, right? You're never going to go anywhere. It's hard to just immediately pop back into the game. I mean, we could try Gakpo right wing. I have no idea what that's going to look like. Another corner. Apparently, Mo Salah scored for Trabzonspor. Let's go. Another corner. In by Dom. Nope. Again, doesn't get past the first man. And my entire USA thing is frozen. So I have no idea what's going on. I guess I'm gonna have to reload. Okay, I got it back. I don't. Okay, I have it back. I'm a little bit ahead now of what it says on my screen, but maybe it'll start slowing down. There we go. Viertz is dropping deep again. More likely to see Gakpo striker than right wing, to be honest. I mean, probably. Isak still doesn't look fit. This isn't great. And good interception by Ryan. Oh, not good enough. You can't just be shooting from there. There's no angle. Is that a goal kick? Yep. Yeah, honestly, this midfield has no purpose. Oh my god, they got Thomas Tuchel in the crowd. Who is he watching? Rio? Maybe if Trey comes on? More likely to see get yeah. Can't even blame Wirtz dropping deep with this mid build up. Yeah, he effectively has to. Ah, he's got no angle. How am I feeling about the game so far? I mean, there's nothing happening. We are doing nothing. The midfield pivot can't do build up. They can intercept the ball, to be fair to them. That's because they're both eights who know how to play high. But we're not pressing for some reason. Nobody's making runs in behind. We're just letting Newcastle settle into a block over and over again. Good header by Frimpong. That should be a second yellow for Vissa, by the way. But, you know. Maybe it's because the first yellow card was dumb. He's not going to get one here. Don't understand how that's not a yellow. If based on what Atwell's done so far. Watch the Salah goal. Let me see. Let me look at this. Oh my god, wait, this is the go to football. What a goal. I wish I could show this on stream. I don't know if I could. That's so funny. Dude, that's the most unserious goal of all time. The goalkeeper drops the ball, comes to Salah, he just whacks it, it hits the post, barely goes in, cleared by a defender. Holy chills. What a game of football. Yeah, Sean Stur, what a player. Technical level is insane. Frimpong, our best player so far? Not at all. I mean, he's been good, though. Not our best player. I think our best player has probably been Jack A or Wirtz. Probably. Maybe Van Dijk, maybe Allison have been okay as well. Because centrally, we look pretty good in our defending. I think Frimpong's also working really hard. So that's very commendable. But, I mean, it's not great. Flick on. Isak's got it here. Fouled. I thought everyone said our out of position would improve under Iraola. It should. Clearly he's seen that the players aren't fit enough or something. I don't really know. How is that not a yellow? I have no idea. Again, the ref maybe is now realizing he's been too harsh with yellow cards and is now going to be too lenient. I mean, clearly Atwell's brain is scrambled. Another set piece situation. We've had a billion free kicks this game. In by Dom. Cleared again. Throw into Kirkes. Kirkes to Dom. Dom another cross. Gakpo heads it. Offside. Or a foul. Something like that. God. Halftime. Yeah, I don't really even know what to say. I don't know what Grav and Dom are even doing. Put Araujo on, it wouldn't even help. What, at right back? To do what? He's not going to fix the build-up. We're just doing it for defending. I mean, it doesn't really fix any issues if we put Araujo on. Take off Kirkes for Araujo? This is why I wish Chambers was on the bench. If Chambers was on the bench, we could bring him on for Kirkes, and I think we'd be far better positionally. But we don't have him on the bench, so I don't really know. Yeah, we're getting cooked on the wings to a point where our wingers our fullbacks are getting pinned, so our wingers are further forward. Rio needs Dom, obviously, to then be the person who's underlapping. But then the issue with that is you leave Ryan, who also wants to go forward, in midfield, so then we have no midfield. So instead, neither of them go forward, so we have a midfield, but they don't pass forward into the attackers, so the attackers aren't getting supply either. So they have to go really far wide, like Gakpo. And when Gakpo's far wide, he then can't cut inside and shoot. So I can't even really blame Cody, because I don't really know what he's supposed to do. Like, he's not in the positions that he wants to be in, right? Like, when you have Cody Gakpo, you want him here, right? But because of where our midfield is, he has to be here. Rio's got to be here. Wirtz in this pocket, maybe Isak in this pocket. Your midfield is all the way out here. These guys are getting vaguely pinned, right? So he has to be here, getting pinned by these wingers. And you have these two players further back. Maybe Jacke can carry into this space. But it's not great. I mean, there's no obvious progression here because they're going to block Floaty and Wirtz off. They're going to block Alexander Isak off. And neither of these players have the invention to pass anywhere, except just into these wide areas, where then all you can really do is wait for the double team, pass out. I mean, it's not great. realistically, I think you got to take either one of Grav or Dom out and put Trey in at halftime. I mean, there's no other solution. Yeah, we just need Trey. I mean, there's no other answer to this besides we need Trey. Remember to subscribe, like the stream as I go through my psychotic breakdown. Um, Rio needs to be left wing. I don't really know if that's even the issue. He's just isolated. But yeah, I think he'd probably be better on the left at this point. But what, put Gakpo on the right? This is a good test for Iraola. Let's see what he does from here. Yeah, I agree. Let's see if he can make changes that win us the game. We need a new left back. Kirkus is so brain dead. It's not really on him, though. I mean, he's not been horrible. He's just being destroyed by one of the best quick wingers in the league. One of the fastest wingers in the league. Take Frimpong out for Trey. Dom right back. Wouldn't mind it. Would not mind it. Sabo and Dom. Grav and Dom are both on 200k per week. Yeah, I think so. St. James's Park for Trey's first Prem game. They're going to tear him apart. I agree. I mean, it's why I didn't want him to start. But maybe now, after they've played a decent half of football, they'll be tired enough where he could probably do something. Jackay's look great. I have no criticism for him. I think for the most part, he's been really good. Only one real mistake. Alenga is one of the fastest in the league. Yeah, exactly. We aren't able to apply our game plan. I agree, but also we could. I mean, we could still press a little bit more than we are. We're like soft pressing right now. And they have technical enough players to bypass a soft press. It seems like Liverpool won't move for Kone. Why? I mean, was there something that came out, or is he going somewhere else? I mean, we could move Dom to the left of the pivot as opposed to the right. But then I want Wirtz to be on that left-hand side too. We need to put both of them in that space, which means that we need the right-hand side to be the right back, to be Isak, and to be Rio. We could do that as well. But I don't know. Kirkus has a career in WWE after he retires from football? Yeah, 100%. The problem is our three midfielders are quite high, and the fullbacks too. We lost the ball, and it's 2v3 on the counter. Yeah, I agree. I mean, we need one of the midfielders to be shielding a bit more. Araujo in with a ref like this, yeah, he's going to get sent off in like 20 minutes. Gasparini implied that Kone is starting. Oh, is staying? I mean, let's see if that's true. A lot of managers have said this before. Jackie started off as a DM anyways. Did he? I didn't know that. Sean Sturr seems decent. Yeah, he's a very good player from what I've seen. I'm surprised at how comfortable he looks for his age. Wirtz is on fraud watch. He has been one of our better players in this game. I know we'd expect more from like an 100 and some million pound signing, but he's been one of the best players in pretty unfavorable conditions. I don't think Wirtz will work as a 10. I actually do think he will work as a 10. I don't think he's going to work as a left wing. I want him closer to the box. I don't really see the utility in moving Wirtz further wide, really. We're playing a ball-carrying 8 as a makeshift 6. Yeah, of course. Our rest defense is non-existent. I don't even think that's been that big of an issue after their first goal. It's just that we have no cover in midfield, so a defender needs to step in, which leads to high risk in wide areas, right? Because if a defender steps in, these guys got to shift over, which means you're just going to get killed in the wide areas, right? That's the issue with that. Dom running around like a headless chicken. I mean, yeah, I do think Grav's been worse than him in this game. Grav's obviously intercepted the ball more, but he's a massive liability right now. People apologizing to Arnim. It's a little bit too early at that point. Yeah, maybe if we put Rio on the left, it's gonna be easier for Flo to play. He's gonna have somebody who's more consistently trying to play with him. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I think what we do second half is you bring Trey on. Yeah, but I don't really want to take off Frimpong because he hasn't been one of our best players, but he's not been bad enough. But we can't even take Kirkez off because the alternative is Simicast, who's going to get murdered by Anthony Elanga. Chambers should have been on the bench, man. This is a massive headache. I mean, maybe Kirkez can just stay pinned and it's okay, but we need to fix this double pivot. So Trey on for one of Dom or Grav. I don't really want to take off Gakpo either. Maybe you put Gakpo striker and you take Isak off. Rio on the left, Dom on the right, Trey, Grav, pivot. I don't know. I mean, this is what Iraola is going to have to figure out right now. We'll see. I have no idea what we do. How are we playing? Bad. I mean, not bad. Mid. Incredibly mid. How good was Kirkes at Bournemouth? He was really good at Bournemouth, but he was just marauding on that left-hand side, which he can't do against Anthony Elanga. We don't have any fullback or midfielder who can pass or defend, but people think pacey wingers fix this team. Trey can pass, and he can positionally defend. He's just not physical enough. They're going to overrun him. Liverpool might run out of steam in the second half. We haven't even used any steam yet. That's like the one benefit. Watching you made this easier? Thanks. I'm trying to analyze in real time. Instead of like letting myself fully succumb to how horrible some of the things I'm seeing are. If some of Slot's success in the first season can be attributed to the carryover from the Klopp era, probably the seasons under Slot still have some effect now. I mean, I imagine that's why we're unfit. But how we're being bad in a counterattack, I don't understand. My hot take is Inter winning the Champions League. No shot. It'll be PSG. And if it's not PSG, it'll be Bayern. We should have got Nagelsmann or Hoeneß instead of Iraola. No shot. I don't see how Nagelsmann makes us better here. Nagelsmann's entire system is dependent on a 3-1-6 build-up structure where the player who's the one has to be an elite dictator. Who can do that in our current team? He would get destroyed far more than Iraola. Seb Hoeneß, I can understand as well, but again, none of our midfielders, Dom and Grav, definitely couldn't play in a Hoeneß pivot. Definitely not. He puts so much responsibility on midfielders. Am I sticking to the Tottenham prediction? In the prediction video, I didn't stick to the Tottenham prediction of putting them first. I purely based it on the curse of the Community Shield. I still think Arsenal aren't going to win the league because of the curse, but maybe Chelsea will win it, maybe Brentford will win it, who knows? Maybe City are going to win it. I remember you rated Kieran Morrison really highly. I assume you're kind of sad about the loan. Kind of. I'm so incredibly depressed about the loan. I do hope he just does really well at Chef Wednesday. I've seen a lot of Chef Wednesday fans saying that he's been good for them so far in his substitute appearance because he played right away the day he got signed against Bradford. We'll see. He's going to play a cup game against Wolves, I think. If he gets a lot of minutes, maybe he'll get recalled in the winter. Maybe he'll get sent out on loan to an even higher level team. Kieran Morrison's whole career has been about overcoming the odds. He got released from Man U's academy and then joined ours, was a bit of a class clown type personality, fixed himself up, became more of a leader. He's constantly overcoming adversity, Morrison. So he's going to have a rock solid mentality by the end of this loan with Chef Wednesday, by the end of this year, and hopefully next preseason, he will be able to cement himself in this team. Why are we talking about different managers 45 minutes in? Because people are always going to be reactionary during a football game. I'm just entertaining it. Maybe Scott or De Jong would fix our midfield. Definitely not Frankie De Jong. I just don't trust his ability to stay fit in the Prem if he can barely stay fit in La Liga. What do you think about my take on Liverpool should have went for Gasperini? I like Gasperini, but he's also volatile. He doesn't fix issues very well. And crucially, Gasperini's pressing system is man-oriented, which means that a ball over the top will kill you. And against a team like Newcastle with quick wingers and the Prem with quick wingers, it's not the Serie A. There's so many fast players that are going to kill you. Gasperini's a bit naive. Sometimes it works wonders. He beat Xabi Alonso 3-0 in a Champions League final, their only loss of the season, with Atalanta, but come on. I mean, we've also seen the opposite of this. Gasperini's lost games that he shouldn't have. Brentford win would be scenes. Mamadou Sangare gets a statue. I am saying, like, he could be their N'Golo Kante, the person who gets that Leicester-level league win for them. It would be incredible. I think it would be as big as Leicester, because even though Brentford have a better team than Leicester, Brentford are a far smaller club than Leicester. And also, they have a PE teacher as their coach. Leicester had Claudio Ranieri. Has Yasso been out-coaching Iraola? Not out-coaching. He's just basically been knocking it to wide areas with pacey wingers. I wouldn't say it's been out-coached at all, to be honest. Did you see Iraola's interview with Carey? He says it's very hard for teams to switch their tempos. I agree with this, but I do think this looks pretty much the same as Arne Slot's football, barring maybe a little bit better soft pressing. Oh, we're about to get underway again. No substitutions made. God. $52,000 people in the crowd. Insane. Okay, we're underway again in the second half. Let me switch this to the second half. And no added time. Immediately, Kirkez underlapping here. Got the ball. Gakpo inside. Gakpo central. Ryan. What are we doing? Okay, Gakpo. Corner. Okay, so far. Who should we sign for the right wing? I don't even know. I mean, to be honest, we just fix the rest of this team. There's not a good right wing option besides Yankuba Minte. And he's not going to be fit for a while, but I'd sign him. Do you think Victor Munoz, his speed could help us here? Maybe. We'll see later. I do think he's a better right winger than Rio would be. Jacke passing better than our midfielders? Yeah, I know. He's a good player. Oh, how is this not a goal? Wirtz. Oh no, we're going to get countered here. This reminds me of the Monaco counterattack. We got to get back. Monaco or Como or whatever where they scored. Come on, lock in. Okay, good defending there. Footy and Wirtz on this right-hand side. At least if Wirtz can be on this right more, he can help Rio get into the game. Wirtz finds Frimpong easily. Frimpong in behind. Cut out. We needed to be doing that a bit more. Yeah, I imagine Iraola wants to see if the players can fix this themselves too. Why? It's not that they're reverting to slot tactics. They're reverting to the tendencies that have been coached into them for 2 years. Okay, Visip gets Asula out wide. They're probably not going to score here. Nope. Cut out. Could score here. Lewis Miley over the top. AI giving the players 10 to 15 minutes to prove themselves? Probably. But honestly, if there's no change by the 55th minute, we gotta get subs on. Oh, just Isak and Jake occupying the same positions. Van Dijk going direct here. Gakpo easily holding up the ball. Fouled. Okay. Why is Trey not on the pitch? Maybe Iraola is giving his players some time to figure it out on their own. Yeah, honestly, I think it's crazy that I'm going to say this too. We need Alexis on this pitch. Like, we need somebody who can. If we're not going to bring Trey on, we need Alexis on this pitch. Somebody who's going to hold rank in front of the defense. We need a consistent build-up structure here, and I think Alexis provides that. I mean, Pep Linders used to say that you bring Alexis on for his passing. Vaguely true. He's a connector, which means he's going to try to connect the play. He's going to try to knit things together. Sure, physically he might not be up for it in this game, but look at how slow this game is anyway. They might start targeting him, but maybe that's good for us. We might be able to get some counterattacks that way. Milos Kerkez. What the fuck is he doing? What is he doing? Oh my god, man. Good defending by Ryan. Come on, Ryan, man. Keep carrying forward. Lateral pass. Okay, obviously going to go to Rio here. And then it's going to go back to Frimpong because he's not going to be able to get inside. Oh, he gave it to Dom instead. To Van Dijk. Oh my god. Who is warming up on the sideline? Is that Kumas warming up on the sideline? Honestly, a good tackle by Ryan there. He got the ball. Yeah, no, fairs. 5-star skill moves. What, from Kerkez? How are people criticizing Flo of all people on the timeline right now? What is he doing? Did he do something wrong? Like, I don't understand what he's done wrong in this game. What are we talking about? Yeah, he's going to do the Man City press. Kumas going to come off for the Man City press. Ah, Rio, you got to do better there. Got to do better there. Yep, Tommy Elphick and Sean Cooper next to Iraola here. They're jealous of Flo, yeah. Kumas about to come on, yeah. Man, Grav has been one of the most skilled tacklers in the league for the last 2 years. He's good at tackling when he doesn't have to move for it. You know what I mean? Or like when he's in the vicinity. But when he has to like actually work hard to get back and have an intervention, he's just so bad at it. Free kick here for us, I think. Kumas at right wing, maybe. I wouldn't mind it. Honestly, at this point, I think we're going to lose this game. I've seen no evidence of that we're going to score. We're not even creating chances. As Iraola says, you have to be the team that's making the chances. There's no chances. Come on, Flo. In behind De Kerkez. Incredible work by him. Gakpo. Oh, not bad by Gakpo there. Overhit. Honestly, take Rio off. Maybe take Gakpo off. It's difficult to say. Maybe take Isak off, honestly. Whoa, by Jack A. Ah. I mean, they've probably been told to mark Isak out of the game, which I understand. But he's just not moving well, Alexander Isak. How are we still not pressing? Newcastle are going to make some subs too. Wirtz. Oh, that's good from him. Not getting shoved off the ball there. Good pass by Wirtz too. Gakpo finds Frimpong. Oh, first decent bit of play. I'm actually shocked that Wirtz isn't getting shoved off the ball when he's dropping deep. Please fix the time? What do you mean? This is the time. It's accurate for mine. Oh, what a goal! Cody Gakpo! Nah, don't sell him. Respectfully, we should not sell Cody Gakpo. Whose assist is this? Oh my god, Ryan Gravenberch's assist. God damn, what a strike! Holy Joe. Yo, this Cody guy. You know what this reminds me of? What was that one goal he scored centrally for Klopp? Does anyone remember when he was playing striker and he scored centrally? Who was that against? He scored from distance centrally. What game was that? Okay, so Ramsey on for Stir? They have no midfield then. Wait, it's going to be Miley and Ramsey in a pivot? No way. They're going to get killed. Can we... Okay, now we can definitely bring Trey on. Physicality is just Lewis Miley. Okay, good by Gakpo to Wirtz. Good by Wirtz back to Gakpo. Gakpo overplaying. Okay, fine. Wirtz, Grav, Dom, Frimpong. We're just going lateral here. Not quick enough, but not bad. Dom, Frimpong, Rio. Oh, into traffic. Not bad, though. Gakpo. Oh. How did we score? Gakpo just shot from long range, and it worked. Flat. Into the goal. West Ham 2-1. Who are they playing? Oh, West Ham 2-1 was the game where he did that? Nice. Yeah, I couldn't remember the game. Rio. Isak. Gravenberch again. He tried to backheel it into Isak for some reason, but honestly, respect. Would have been kind of hype. Jackie's got to close Vissa down here. Close Vissa down. You got to close him down. Oh my god, you have to close him down. Oh. Joe Willock's goal. You have to close him down. Yeah, I mean that's Van Dyke and Jacke there. You have to close him down. You have to close him down. I know a DM and whatever helps there, but once it's bypassed, you have to close him down. Vissa, you can't let him run here. You have to close him down. Jacke, you have to commit. You have to commit here. I know he's watching him, but you have to close him down. Oh. Oh. Christ. Do you think Irail is the right man? I mean, I don't really see this as Irail's fault. I mean, obviously it's partially him to blame. But there's a hole in midfield. The players just aren't moving right. I don't know if this is a tactics thing. Rio fouled. In behind here. Wirtz on the ball. He's just going to give it to Cody, obviously. Little overhit. It's just so close. It's nearly every time by Wirtz here. Good win by Jacke. We maintain the ball here. Wirtz. Gakpo. What is... Okay, Kirkes. Cross. Gakpo again. Bad shot. Over the top. Munoz is coming on. It looks like McAllister's coming on. I mean, they're all being prepared. Good by Jacke. Good by Jacke. Good by Jacke. Wins the foul. We're going to make the mistake now of playing Trey and Mac in the pivot at some point. Clearly. Oh, God. Okay. No. God. McAllister and Munoz. Okay, they just tried to whip it across the box, but there's nobody there. Gakpo deep. Wirtz. Why is nobody moving? Hello? Oh my God. Nobody is moving or passing. I mean, I don't know what you expect to do. How do you expect the gap to form? Okay, Munoz is coming on. I think Rio's coming off. So Munoz is probably playing on the right-hand side. And then I imagine Alexis McAllister, hopefully for Ryan. but we're gonna see. He's taking Wirtz off for Alexis. Oh, he's gonna put a Dom in the 10. Hopefully this works. Christ. Nice, man. I mean, okay. Legitimately, like, we're just constantly screwing over Flo now. You just want him to be a maverick footballer who's like Philippe Coutinho and does everything himself, but he's not that, right? I mean, he's a connector, right? He's a final third connector. I don't understand what. Yeah, I don't get it. Foul. Yep, foul on Isak. Can't believe he took off Florian Wirtz. He's been one of the only players on the pitch who's actually been okay. Klopp midfield trio. So true. Dom's not going to score from here, obviously. This is probably just a little bit too far out to score a goal. Also, a little bit too bad of an angle. He's going to cross. Cross. Van Dijk. Nope. Yeah, Alexis McAllister immediately playing like a midfielder in build up. Immediately in front of the defenders, looking to receive the ball. Crazy concept. It's like not that hard. Dom has the ball. Gakpo's through. Cody Gakpo. Oh, come on. So close. Unlucky. Yeah, commentators aren't really using their brain either. Florian Wirtz has like been one of the only people in the attack who's trying to knit things together. Munoz. Oh, he still got the ball. Munoz wearing number 23 like Lucho Diaz. Cross. Oh, not good by Isak there. Unlucky from Gakpo though. He was so close to scoring. Oh, they should have scored there. Alanga. Good claim by Allison. So now that Wirtz is off, there's absolutely no way Isak is going to get the ball at any point, besides crosses and cutbacks. So we're definitely not going to win this game now. Do you think we'll ever see a flashy Dom like he was at Leipzig? I mean, if you play him on the wings, you'll see it. You're not going to see it in midfield. He doesn't know how to operate inside the block, it looks like. Yeah, again, like, I don't understand why people are slagging Wirtz. What did he do wrong in this game? Yeah, did he score like 100 goals and get 100 assists? Obviously not. But nobody in the team is moving. He's the only person trying to find space. I don't understand how people don't get how associative players work. Okay, come on, Gakpo. Oh, Isak over the top. He's never scoring from there. Yeah, Isak just swinging his leg. Yeah, no players pressing. There's no energy. People aren't running around like they were in preseason. There's no fight. Some of these players don't know how to play in midfield. We've done too much makeshifting, I think, in this team. Makeshift right back, Frimpong's a wing back. Makeshift double pivot with Ryan Gravenberch and Dom. Araujo's on for Jacke. For what reason? No idea. Again, one of our best players off for literally no reason. I don't understand. Is Iraola afraid to make difficult substitutions? Like taking off, Dom, taking off Grav. Is that the issue? Because legitimately, he should be taking off these types of players. But he seems to be afraid. He's taking off Jacke. For what? What is Araujo going to give you in this game? Is it fear of injury? Is that what it is? Well, to be fair, the last time we brought a Uruguayan, we had him in the team. We're down at St. James's Park. He scored 2 goals, so maybe we'll bring Araujo to go up, score 2 goals real quick. Yeah, maybe it is just fitness. He's trying to manage his fitness, but come on. Munoz offering more on the right than Rio. I agree. I mean, he's played there more in his career. He's obviously going to be more used to it. At the very least, let's draw this game. Araujo, and he overshoots the pass to Milos Kerkez. We gotta cut Rio some slack. He's not a right winger, obviously. I mean, it's not his fault. It'll take him time to become a right winger. This is an Iraola ball? I mean, not at all. It's not at all what it was. Anyone play chess? I mean, I play chess occasionally. Nice by Araujo there. Ryan loses the ball. Nope, just about gets there. Come on, Munoz. Inside. You gotta go to Dom here. You gotta go inside. Gakpo. Kirkez overhit the pass. That was good. Ah, woeful. Gakpo's playing well. Yeah, I think he's been okay. Obviously good for the goal, good in a lot of situations. Do think he's guilty of overplaying a bit, but that's going to happen in these types of games. Do we expect anything with zero reinforcements? I mean, we had some, right? We signed Munoz, we signed Jacke. They've both looked good. The signings we've done this window look good. Araujo, I have no real issues right now. I want Kumas on, and I want Trey on. Respectfully. I don't care about what a Trey Alexis midfield looks at this point. We're losing. There's no other attackers that we have. I want Kumas on for maybe Isak at this point. And Trey on for Gravenberch. Munoz, nope. Maybe you could bring him on and take Frimpong off and put Dom right back. Don't really know. Munoz. Ah, he overhit it. This is a 4-3-3. How was that not a second yellow for Miley on Isak? Because it wasn't an aggressive enough tackle. They reversed the midfield triangle. Yeah. Yeah, because Dom and Grav both don't understand how to stay back. Alexis does, so. I'm also liking what Munoz is doing. Very, very positive. Yep. I'm thinking Trey and Yoni passing combined with Luis Kumas aggression is going to lead to 2 goals in 3 minutes. Honestly, Chambers, this left back spot is yours, man, if you lock in. If I see him take off Kirkez for Simicas, I'm completely going to beat Uraiola out, by the way. If I see that happen at any point. That's like the level that's my final straw. Luis Kumas coming on? Allegedly. Does Vista look like Freddie Gibbs? Nah. Good again by Allison. No Chinali, no Bruno, still out bullying. Yeah, I mean, because we're not doing anything. Munoz on the left right now? What is going on? Yeah, Isak is now on the right because of this. He just moved over to that side, so we're just reacting. Gakpo on the right. Yeah, we're just switching. We switched flanks. Munoz! Oh. Nah, it's surely not a handball for that. Hands are by his side. Ryan Gravenberch off for Kumas, which means Dom back in the pivot. Lewis Kumas. That's all of our substitution windows, I think. Foul on Alexis, free kick. So Kumas has probably, I don't know how much extra time we can really expect, but a little bit. Six, seven Kumas, yo, chill. Yep, Trey's getting 0 minutes, it looks like, in this game. Which is mental. Liverpool Prem high. Prem goals scored last season. Newcastle Prem high conceded. No shot. Movable object. Okay, into the wall again. Up in the air again. We're not winning this header, surely. Is this a foul? Not even a foul. What are we talking about? Yeah, fouls on Mac look incredibly painful because he's like 2'2" and always gets kicked in the shins. And he's like a classic South American who just knows how to flop so well. Kumas will score. Kumas is about to score 2 goals, Nunes style. Nunes. Isak doesn't win the ball. Alright, Kumas is pressing. We have a press, ladies and gentlemen. Feel like Dom hasn't gotten the ball over the wall in any set piece. Yeah, he hasn't been great in any of them. There's one I think he did decent, where Isak and Jake stepped on each other, basically. Oh my god, foul. Yeah, we're losing this game. I mean, there's no other way to put it. We're just losing this game. Dom has been kicking straight into people all game. Yeah, manager needs to learn from this game 100%. I mean, there's certain players that definitely need to be dropped. Nah, not great from Alexis there. They're in behind. Good defending by Araujo. Good by Dom. Good by Alexis. Okay, we're on. Let's see. Munoz. Free kick? Nope. Goal kick. Nunes scoring against Newcastle was GOAT behavior. That's because he's the GOAT of football. We will learn, we will grow. I mean, 100%. I think we're going to improve under Andoni Iraola, but there's so many issues in this squad. Lewandowski, 9 minutes. True. Luis Kumas about to score. Thank you, Rico Pori, for subscribing to the channel. Dom isn't the best crosser at set pieces. They've got a very flat trajectory, his crossing. He's outside the block here, Dom. Yeah, Munoz is more comfortable in this inside forward position, it looks like, compared to Rio. I mean, I think there's hope, but I think there's no shot that we're going to score a goal. Good pass from Dom to Kirkes. Gakpo. Kirkes. Yeah, there's just nothing. No one's moving. Araujo. Verge. Back to Kirkes. Gakpo. Alexis might go back to being our best midfielder again at this rate. Frimpong. Good cross. Isak. Not in. The issue with those types of crosses is they're too slow. Even if they're accurate, they're too slow. You need to hit the ball at pace. Unless the person heading the ball can run onto it, but in static positions it can never happen. Did Mo score again? Apparently he's on 2 goals in his game. Oh, great save, Allison against Vissa. Good save. Damen behind here. Munoz. Victor Munoz. Oh, into traffic. Recovers it. Still Munoz. Gets it to Kumas. McAllister. Dom. Okay. We're alive here. What are we carrying to right now? Gakpo. Cross. Nope. Seeing Stuttgart Stiller on the market, what do you think is the reason for that? I mean, because Angelo Stiller is so not athletic. I mean, it's worse than Wharton. Can't run. And it's not like he runs in slow motion. Like, he really can't run. Like, it's bad. For Angelo Stiller. McAllister fouled. We still got it. Nice. Goodbye, Alexis. You see Alexis getting brutally fouled there and immediately gets back up. South American way. Kumas. Over the top to Kirkes. Oh, it doesn't get there. Yeah, we're losing this game. I mean, there's going to be maybe 5 minutes of extra time. I'd imagine. Good by Kumas here. Maintains the ball. Maintains the ball. Oh, he's oh good. He gets oh come on, Frimpong. Dom just loses the ball for no reason. And now we have no midfield because he committed forward. Just Alexis. Again. Willock's gonna calm down here. Yep, gives it to Barnes. Murphy. Again, they whip it across the box. Nobody there. I'm worried about this team against a better opposition. .4 minutes of stoppage. I mean, it's not enough. We're just going to lose. We've lost. I don't see a world. Ah, it's not great by Van Dijk here. Come on, Araujo. Good defending, Araujo. Good defending again, Araujo. Who's been the worst player in this game so far? Between Dom and Grav, pick your poison. One of them. One of them, yeah, for sure. Yep, 5 minutes stoppage time, not 4. Fair enough. Just gonna end 2-1 here. Van Dijk heads into Gakpo. Gakpo into Kumas. Let's ride. Come on, let's ride. Kumas wins a corner. People saying this is Wirtz's fault can't be real. Yeah, again, I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know where it comes from at this point. Yeah, he wasn't great last season, but like one of the only players who's trying, you see him constantly looking around and no one's moving. I mean, what do you want him to do? Drive at the opposition and lose the ball so our midfield's not back and we get countered? I'm so confused. Cross by Dom. Not great. Frimpong. Shoots into traffic. Out for our throw, I think. He's got nobody to throw it to. Kirkes. Dom in a wide left position. A bit better for him. Gakpo. Nope. Araujo. Back to Kirkes again. Kirkes seems to be the one who's been designated to stay back in this sequence. Gakpo again. We're going to see another cross here probably. And it's a foul. Oh. Come on, Kirkes. Gakpo. Cuts inside again. Chips it. Again into traffic. Araujo, good first touch. Frimpong. Fakes the first cross. Separation on the other side. Frimpong again. Again. He gave a foul for that? No way! Oh. Yeah, subbing someone off in the 94th minute. I mean, they're just taking the piss. Van Dijk, top god, save this club. I mean, there's nothing. We have one attack probably right now, but it's okay. We're not going to be able to capitalize on it because we have nobody who can do it. Kirkes in behind. Munoz. That's a pen. Penalty. Come on, Victor Munoz. What a goat. What a goat. Victor Munoz, last second pen win. Let's go. Are we going to give this to Isak or Dom? That's the real question. So we have a pen. Is this going to Dom or is this going to Isak? Oh, Gakpo's holding the ball, but he's probably just holding it to take pressure off. Gakpo brace? Could be chills. I don't think Isak's gonna miss. Yeah, I think Dom's going up for it. It looks like Isak is so far away. This is such a let off, by the way. I think it's Dom. Dominic Szoboszlai. One of the highest pressure penalty situations ever. Great goal. Roof of the net. Excellent. Yeah, it's gonna end 2-2 though. Good scam at St. James's Park. Good 2-2 scam. I did say the worst case scenario was us drawing today. Definitely could have been worse than that based on what I've watched, but hey, we scammed a draw. Is the whistle gonna go? Yep, whistle's gone. Oh my god. Oh. So we scam a 2-2 here. We scam a point first game of the season. For both of the goals, look, that was bad by Grav for the counterattack. Kirka's just got outpaced by Elanga. There's not much you can do there. If we had a midfielder who was sitting or at least helping shield the pivot, that wouldn't have happened. Willisula wouldn't have been free. I do get the fear. If a center back steps up, you have to contract the line. That's always going to be the fear. And then that gives Elanga more space in this game. The second goal, also a disgrace. You just have to step up after the midfield is bypassed. Our team needs to understand this is like what you do for a pressing system in a Klopp side. You need to reduce the central threat. There's always going to be wide threat, so you have to cut off the supply. That's something that needs to be learned. I don't know why we didn't press this game. It's going to be interesting to hear Andoni Iraola's post-match press conference because I'm so incredibly confused. Because Florian Wirtz and Isak were pressing in preseason, so is it a fitness issue? I don't know. I think there's going to be post-match interviews. Obviously, if you're watching the game, people are going to clip them on Twitter. The actual post-match press conference will be on LFC's YouTube channel. Yep, from worst case scenario to best, where you robbed a point. Outlook on the season from this point looks grim. I think you can't extrapolate too much. It's clear that we have a midfield issue. Certain things are going to improve. The press is going to improve, but I mean, it's just too easy to play against us right now. I mean, when you press, you're always going to be played through. You're always going to be played through wide, but this is a disgrace. I mean, it's like a team that has no understanding. Might be too much pressure on Rio. I think he just got to learn the position. It's going to take him time. Just keep letting him learn the position. Should have got Sangare, bring Kamara or Kone ASAP. 100%. I think Mamadou Sangare would have transformed this team 100%. Kamara, I think, also helps, but his size worries me. But he is someone who likes to play in the block. Same with Manu Kone. I would take either. Again, if Sergi Altamira didn't leave to Sporting, I would have taken him probably. The 2 goals came from the defenders not engaging. I agree. The midfield not shielding and the defenders not engaging. Somebody has to occupy the space. Maka was low-key better than Grav deeper. Not low-key, he just was. I mean, Grav was dog shit deep. He was only good in the final third. We've got to sign players. We've just got to sign players. Like, I mean, there's no other way of looking at it, you know? I'm probably going to end the stream in like 4 minutes. So, get some more questions in. I'm going to talk about a couple of more things and then just head out of here. I have to figure out what this team is even going to do. Lack of real pressing is weird. I agree. We've got no identity out there, just playing some pickup ball. Yeah, 100%. Players just running around a little bit. I'm surprised that Bazamana Torre held bench for Newcastle. He was incredible in preseason. Bazamana Torre. Like, I really liked the look of him for Newcastle, and he didn't get minutes. That's shocking to me by Yassel. I mean, that's a bad mistake by him. It also frees up Lewis Hall if you play Bosman Torre on the left to tuck in, gives you some midfield support. We scammed a point because we're elite. What is the XG here? How did we do in terms of XG? Yeah, I mean, we out XG'd him. I understand that. We had some chances that were pretty good in close positions. But look, this is how you're starting to understand how Andoni Iraola gets a lot of XG in some games. It looks as though we dominated Newcastle, but it's just not true. God. I think it's genuinely time we start admitting that Dom needs to be a 10. I think Dom needs to be wide, man. Like, respectfully, even as a 10, what did he do? What did he do as the 10 today? When he played the 10 briefly? What did he do? Nothing. Even someone like Ethan Ampadu. Ethan Ampadu would be incredible for this side right now. Someone who loves to drop in between the defenders. Sign me up. Are you going to Denver Fan Fest in October? No, it's too far. I'm in Philadelphia. Subbing Wirtz was wrong. 100% agree. Off LFC. Could you talk a bit about Muhammad Ali Cho? He is a baller. I mean, he's going to be so good in the Prem. He's one of the most Prem-coded players you can see in Ligue 1. He was linked with Bournemouth years ago. Really, really exciting player, Muhammad Ali Cho. Definitely going to move the needle for Hull. He's somebody I thought Villa should have been looking at. He's somebody who even Fulham should be looking at. The fact that Hull can get it over the line wonders about their owner, man. I love their owner. He really wants to try to keep them in the league. What would I improve? I would sign a midfielder. I would sign a right back. Honestly, Luke Chambers, it's time for you to snatch Milos Kerkez's chain. We need wingers. We need to be playing into Florian Wirtz higher up the pitch. We need to be moving more like PSG do. We need to be more fluid. I'm not asking for the full front line to interchange, but I'm asking for rotations. I'm asking for rondos. I'm asking for triangles. I hate a lot of these players too, like Coolio, Ellie Coolio is saying in the chat. I also hate a lot of these players. They're pissing me the fuck off. Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai. Their attitude sucks on the pitch. Absolutely sucks. For Mateus Orozco, I've seen a lot of people talk about this. What I will say about Orozco, I don't know how to say his name. I've vaguely seen him play for Colombia's under-19s, but I don't really remember much about him. But look, he can't qualify for a work permit. From my calculations, he gets 7 to 10 points. He gets about 6 points from his league, 1 point for the amount of senior minutes he's had. He might get the youth debut 3 points, depending on how they count the 12-month rolling window, but you need 15 points to qualify for a work permit, so I don't think he can get one, and he obviously can't get an ESC spot, not because he doesn't qualify, he obviously qualifies for an ESC spot, but we only have one, and it's gone to Mortala and Diai. I wanted Isak to shoot the pen, I agree, but he wasn't really good all game, so maybe there was fear that he was going to miss. And Dom obviously doesn't miss penalties, so I think it's completely fine. Right back or right wing for Dom? Yeah, 100% I agree. Does Muhammad Ali Cho really have that high ceiling at this age? I thought he was kind of stagnated for a while. He did stagnate. But for Hull, I mean, I'm not saying that he could play for us. I thought Villa should have gone for him just because they need a player. But then again, if you're loaning out Evan Gessand, maybe Muhammad Ali Cho doesn't make sense. They're very similar players in my mind. Evan Gessand and Muhammad Ali Cho. Players that can play wide, could play central. For a team like Hull, though, he would easily be their best attacker. Easily. I mean, I really liked him at Angers. I really liked him at Real Sociedad. He came through a bunch of teams. Remember, he was at Everton's academy. Remember, they signed him off PSG. He was at Everton's academy. A lot of people thought he might make his debut for Everton. He didn't. Went straight to Angers. Was very decent there at Angers. He was so young, too. He was like 16 years old. Very, very young. He's been around for ages, Muhammad Ali Cho. Been getting minutes since like 2020, since COVID. So It's about time, he goes to a team like this. Goes to a team like Hull, goes to the Prem. It's what he was destined to do. I thought slot was the problem, but now it's the players. No, it's always been both. Look, if we would have kept Arna this season, we would have finished in the same position, man. We would have finished, or maybe a little lower. 6th, 8th, something like that with slot. I think Iraola still gets this team to 5th. I gave Slot leeway last season after how bad the players were, Alexis's drop-off, this type of thing, that he should have tried to finish 3rd. But we didn't finish 3rd, right? We finished a little bit lower. And the writing's on the wall. He's complaining about different things. His conduct was really bad. His style of play was really bad. At some point, you just have to acknowledge that a coach has ran his course. I've never hated Arna as a coach. I think he needs time on the continent to reestablish himself and figure out what he actually believes in. We brought in Iraola because he did seem to have a belief system. He seemed to have principles. In this game, we didn't really see that. Maybe it's what Iraola was saying with Jamie Carragher. It takes a while to coach out tempos and tendencies, but difficult. Isak was under too much pressure for that pen. Yeah, 100% agree. Dom is also better on the left in midfield. I agree, but the difficulty with putting Dom left in midfield is I also want Wirtz on the left, and I want an inside forward. The solution to this, because Dom also wants to... So I thought about something the other day. But the solution requires us to get rid of Milos Kerkez effectively. But I'll demonstrate this now. Long term, the solution is going to be Dom in a wide area, some inside forward, Florian Wirtz, Dom in this position, a left center back, left back hybrid who can tuck in and do build up, a central midfielder, and a right back who can also overlap. Something like this is probably our long-term solution. It lets Dom go outside the block and the positions that he wants to go into, gives you still a left back option, but this isn't really suited for Kerkez, maybe for Chambers. It gives you a right back who can be orthodox but going beside, think like a Hector Fort, Rio in these types of positions, a wide winger, and then 3 people who are consistently scoring goals. My overreaction is we just need midfielders and a right back. That's the minimum viable product. The midfield was not comfortable. Yeah, I mean, our midfielders don't like playing in the middle. Obviously, the player profiles, like the players who are here, aren't who I would use for this tactic, but this is probably what we would have to do. Gakpo wasn't pressing much either. Munoz and Kumas improved our off-the-ball movement and press. I agree. Completely agree. I don't know if there's obviously problems, but a draw feels like a fair result because we genuinely played all right. I don't think we played all right. Our midfield was horrendous. I don't think our defense was diabolical. Kerkez and Frimpong were getting pinned. Van Dijk and Xhaka had no shielding. It led to a lot of indecision. Balde's an okay fit if we want someone who's going to rigorously overlap as a better footballer, but can he stay fit in the Prem? He could barely stay fit in La Liga. But then again, Araujo stayed fit in this game, and he looked alright, so maybe. No one wanting to tackle for that second goal we conceded was absolutely shocking. Yeah, I completely agree. I'm so confused as to why nobody committed. I mean, I'm never going to know why. I'm waiting for this post-match conference probably. Going to end the stream very, very soon. Get some last questions in here, then I'm going to head out. We didn't play all right? Yeah, I don't think so. Heard someone say Iraola out. Yeah, it's a little bit too far. I mean, I had issues with him in this game, but off of one game, can't really make that decision. Lewis Hall, despite giving the pen, is the left back I want? Nah, not really. I mean, it makes sense for this build-up role that I've just said, but maybe actually, I'd have to think. Because can Lewis Hall survive in a high-line pressing system? I have to think about it. How many signings do you think we are going to make realistically? 3. I think we'll sign Minte, Barcola, and a midfielder. Balde overlapping Gakpo of all people is hilarious. Yeah, but Gakpo's going to be gone, right? He's probably going to go to Spurs once this Marmouche and Savinho deal is completely done. And once we have an agreement with Barcola. We need a new midfielder, agreed. Could do with Fort. I'd say Kamara over Kone. Nah, it's Kone over Kamara for me. We need someone who shields the defense far more than we need a all-action midfielder who's okay with being in the block. Both would be useful, though. I miss our mentality monsters. So do I. What was the logic behind us buying Frimpong? Yeah. I know. I mean, he's a good backup option for the right-hand side. He's homegrown. I thought Wirtz understood his positioning pretty well, too. He could be serviceable as a squad option, like Frimpong off the bench, but Frimpong as a starter. Yikes. Honestly, does Connor even fix this issue? Really? I mean, we don't even know what Connor Bradley we're going to get after this injury. It's a patellar injury. This destroyed Joe Gomez's career. Nah, Pat Matar Sarr is another midfielder who wants to get out of the block. Senegal's midfield three eventually is going to be Sarr, Diarra, and Kamara. Diarra and Kamara are going to be the 6-8 hybrids. Pat Matar Sarr is going to be the box-crashing 8. Like, he wants to get out of the block, too. That's why it doesn't work. Klopp Liverpool would have destroyed this game? Yeah, probably. If we had Bradley, I think again, we don't know what Connor Bradley we're going to get. Yeah, Frimpong is the personality hire. He's the media hire. The replacement for Oxlade-Chamberlain. But he's also a good footballer. He's just not playing in an ideal system for him. He's a wingback. He's not a right back. We're making him do far more than he's able to. Far more than he's able to. He's a good footballer, Jeremy Frimpong, but like as a back four player, it's such a bad option. I like Amadou Onana, but he's not a 6. We're just asking for another ball winner, box-to-box player. We need someone who can cover for the defense at times, who understands when to go further forward and when to come back, like a much more athletic, aggressive version of Alexis McAllister. I'd rather see Wirtz on the wing. I disagree. I don't think Wirtz's position was even the issue in this game. I think it's the lack of movement ahead of him. Gakpo and Isak need to move more. The left back and the right back need to move more. The midfield need to move more. He's moving. I saw Wirtz on the right, on the left, central. He was moving around, dropping in. Why is no one else doing it? For now, I would say that you should start Alexis. I mean, I'd say you should start Trey, but maybe Trey isn't ready for the Prem as a starter, but then you have to start Alexis. He made a mistake for sure in this game too. He passed and immediately got the ball intercepted, but I mean, it's better than what we've got. Yeah, we're in a horrible situation. Truly, truly horrible situation. But alright, it's been a really good stream, guys. Awesome. I love the support that I'm getting. I have to go. I will be doing another one of these for the Forest game that we're going to play. Hopefully it's better by then. We got to play Oliver Glasner's team. It's going to be a much more compact defensive structure. He's going to have that 3-4-3. It's going to be hard, but hopefully there is a lot of improvement, some signings through the door by the time that game happens. All right, y'all. Thanks. Remember to like the stream, subscribe to the channel. I will see y'all. Peace.